Hey everybody, I'm Len Fridman, and we're going to do a talk today about client retention. So I'm actually the CEO and co-founder of WellnessLiving, and a lot of you probably don't know what WellnessLiving is or how we got started, but I'm sure a lot of you know about MindBody. So with the show of hands, how many of you guys are familiar with the MindBody software? Okay, cool. So there's a few people that don't know what it is. So MindBody and WellnessLiving is a complete business management software platform. So we do everything from enabling clients to book online. So if you're an appointment-based personal training business, clients can go ahead and book online. If you're a class-based business, you can go ahead and book, clients can book classes online. It's a point of sale, there's a marketing component, there's rewards, there's all these different components that really, it's like almost like a turnkey all-in-one solution. So just recently, I'm going to give you some stats on MindBody. Couple things. Number one is MindBody recently got bought out by a venture capital fund for $1.9 billion, and we're on track to take a big chunk out of their business. So it's really, really super exciting. So I'm going to get into a little bit about our story, how we got started, because it makes for an interesting one, at least I think so. So that's my business partner right there, and that's me over there with the tie. And that was in grade 2. So that's kind of where the story starts. We actually, my partner and I, Sasha Davids, we met then, and we keep that in mind. And so that was 1981. We haven't seen each other since that. So imagine two kids growing up, been in school together for 3 years, and we haven't really seen each other until we reach another point. So in 2009 here, I started a company by the name of MetaBody, and MetaBody was a boot camp company. So we started out in the park, and really kind of blossomed from there. We started out in Toronto with one location. It quickly mushroomed into 8 locations in Toronto. Then we went out to Vancouver and opened up some boot camps over there, Calgary, Edmonton, Miami as well. So really loving fitness. I was always into fitness. My whole thing was I wanted to help people, achieve, whatever goal that they have for themselves, whether they want to lose weight or gain muscle or whatever it may be. I was always into fitness, and I always liked helping people. So it's a big thing, a big part of my life. So that was 2009. I started this boot camp company. Then we go into 2010. So that boot camp company, I came up with this idea. I had a lot of contacts in Toronto, fitness studio owners, some CrossFit gyms were just popping up. And I came up with this idea, wouldn't it be great if we offered a single pass for people so they could go out and they could try out multiple studios. So for 20 bucks, people got 30 classes that they could try out in Toronto in 25 different locations. So this was a blockbuster hit. Groupon was just coming on the scene then, and we really scaled that sort of that concept of this multi-studio pass. Now there's something called Class Pass. They're a $500 million company that's sort of modeled after what we were doing back in 2010. So during that time, I realized, if I was going to scale this thing, I needed software. I can't manage spreadsheets with thousands of clients. At that time, back in 2010, we had close to 60,000 clients booking classes online. So it was just insane. So that was 2010. Sasha and I actually rekindled. I went on vacation in 2010. We met in Jamaica, and I told him about what I was doing. At the time, I was only in those 7 cities, and we got together. We opened up an office. We scaled that business, that fitness business, the fitness class business, to 73 cities with over 2,500 studios. So huge a revenue growth there, and 2,500 studios is a lot back then. MindBody at that time had 10,000 studios. So we were referring tons of businesses over to MindBody. We weren't getting a penny in any kind of referral fees or anything like that. And that's kind of when the trouble started a little bit. So in 2011, this is where we met on vacation. This is when we scaled that business. Our first city that we did together was Chicago, and we hit $80K USD in one day of sales. Huge opportunity there. We launched 73 cities, 2,500 studios, 3 million revenue by the end of the year. That's within 1 year of growth. So all this time we're using MindBody. Next one. So we were actually MindBody's second largest customer. So MindBody had 10,000 studios. We had 2,500 studios on their platform, and people were booking classes. 60,000 clients were booking classes a month on the MindBody platform. We weren't using them for merchant processing. They really didn't know how to monetize our relationship, so they just started jacking up the rate. So we were paying thousands and thousands of dollars a month to MindBody to facilitate and use their booking platform. And I was getting calls. I remember on the weekend, I'm with my family, and Len, you're using too much bandwidth. We're going to have to shut you down. Like, you can imagine that this is how I support myself. My partner has 3 kids. I have 2 kids. This is our livelihood. And you have a company like MindBody telling you, hey, we're going to shut you down unless you pay more money. And I got 3 of those calls within a 6-month span. Every time we negotiated a rate, everything was fine. A month later or so, I get another call. Oh, we're going to have to jack up your rate again. You can't use our platform. You're just not using it the way it was intended. So at that moment, we decided to go ahead and build out our own scheduling platform. I basically spent 9 years at a medical imaging software company. So I knew about software. I knew about the development cycle. I knew about requirements gathering. I knew how to basically run the show. I'm not a developer myself, but we did hire a top-notch development team, and within 6 months, we had a basic booking platform. That leads us into the next slide. And so we in 2013, we created WellnessLiving. That's when the company was founded. And our intention was not to be this MindBody killer. We just wanted a booking platform so we could run and do our MetaBody passes, because we were doing quite well. We just wanted a very simple booking system. Clients can go online, they can redeem their Groupon, and book a class. The instructor would get an email with a list of all their attendees, so they could go ahead and convert those Groupon pass holders into members. So we opened up an office in the Ukraine. That's where our development team currently is as well. It's a very small office, 800 square feet. That was back in 2013. So in 2014, something crazy happened. There was a war in the Ukraine. We took everybody and moved them over to, it's not listed here, into Kiev. So we had about 8 developers or so. We took all 8 developers, all their families, moved them over to Kiev, opened up an office over there. And back in 2015, we launched our first pilot. So we kind of said, hey, there's an opportunity here. We're doing these passes, everything is great, but MindBody now, they went from 10,000 studios to 30,000. And we're like thinking, wow, what, this company just, and they got a massive injection, $120 million injection from venture capital fund. And we kind of looked at that and said, hey, there's an opportunity here. So we went around some studios in Toronto just to see how people are using MindBody and if they were happy with their software or not. And the vast majority of them, like many of you here, were unhappy. You know, they were doing the same thing that MindBody was doing the same thing to them that they were doing to us as far as increasing rates arbitrarily. There was a lot of customer support. The software was really difficult to use, and you know, we sensed an opportunity, and we said we're gonna do it. You know, so we opened up that office, we hired the development team, and we sent out an email to MindBody customers because we had a whole bunch of them. And right away, we ended up with 250 customers. Like, we sent one email. So we're like, oh my God, you know, how are we gonna manage this? You know, like I'm doing the demos, Sasha's, my business partner's arranging he's calling them, doing sales. We have customer support from the MetaBody days. They're actually helping with onboarding these customers. So we kind of took a stop and said, hey, we got to develop a process so we can onboard all these businesses. So what we did was we developed that process, and once we developed it, back in 2016, we launched. And we never stopped. So we went and moved into a new office. We started doing a lot of integrations, and within 1 year, we were actually cash flow positive. If you can imagine, you know, we're a bootstrap software company, and we're taking on MindBody. MindBody, 1,500 employees at the time, you know, over 30,000 customers, and 2 guys out of Toronto are going to take them on. So within 1 year, we were cash flow positive. MindBody has never been cash flow positive to this date, and that's really a testament to, you know, our ability to, you know, find the right team, build it out. We outsourced a lot of the development work to the Ukraine, which was a key to that success. In, what do we got here? 2017. So we were one of the first companies to actually integrate with Reserve with Google. MindBody was number 1. We were in number 3, actually. So Reserve with Google kind of changed everything. So what is Reserve with Google? We're going to kind of get into that a little bit later on in the presentation. But basically, it allows clients right within the Google environment to book classes. So it's a crazy, crazy lead generation for you guys who own fitness studios or any kind of brick and mortar location. We received some money from a grant, an IRAP grant, that we developed. We call it a data migration wizard. At that time, I'd probably say about 90% of the customers that we were signing up were MindBody customers, so we had to develop a data migration. Like, how do you get credit cards? How do you get customer data from MindBody onto our platform? So we had to develop that, and we actually leveraged the Canadian government, which gave us a grant to facilitate that. We also partnered with a company called Direct Connect. They're a merchant processor, so we actually process credit cards as well. They were instrumental in our growth as well. We received another grant. It looks like, we opened up an office in Kharkov. The Kyiv office was going strong. In 2018, we had 132 staff members now, 3,500 customers. Another grant from the government enabled us to build something called Isaac, which is an AI project. So we're going to get into that too. So it basically what it is it allows for churn prediction. So churn is when a customer doesn't return to you. So that's really key. And what this AI and machine learning product does, it actually would predict which customers are going to churn, so you can reach out to them proactively. So you can give them a call and say, hey, you know, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. You can send them text messages. You can do all of that. Proactively reach out to them so they don't fall off. So that was, we received a grant to do that work as well. Now we're in 2019. We're moving to an office, 12,000 square feet here in Richmond Hill. We have 170 staff. We have 4,000 customers, and just 6 months ago, we signed up the largest fitness franchise in the world, Curves. So we beat out MindBody. We beat out a number of other vendors that were vying for that contract. We got it. Super, super exciting. So yeah, that's kind of how Wellness Living came to be. Not a lot of people know about that story, but yeah, I shared it with you guys here. So we're super excited about it. So, you know, we're going to talk about customer retention. This is sort of one topic that a lot of people don't really talk about, and you know, it's more about how do you increase revenue, how do you get more traffic in the door, but how do you keep those customers from sticking around is even more vital. So it costs, you know, 5 to 25 times as much to get a new customer as it does to keep one that you already have. That's why retention is so important. So here's some, you know, some pretty bad statistics. You know, without intervention, 63% of new members stop exercising within 6 months. That's just a horrible statistic in the fitness industry, but that's the way it is. So if you aren't actively doing something about retention, 63% of new members will just stop. 53.5% of all new members terminate their membership within 12 months. 73% terminate their membership within 2 years, and 86%, almost 87% terminate within 3 years. So, you know, those are some really detrimental statistics that we want to address. So how can you keep customers coming back to your business? So we're going to go over some of these things that specific to software, specific to technology that you can implement right now to keep customers coming back. So the first thing is create a mobile app for your customers. Number 2, implement a loyalty-based rewards program. Number 3, automate your retention and marketing. And then we're going to talk about the future of churn prediction, machine learning. We're going to get into that. So these are the topics we're going to cover today. So solution number 1, client app. So keep your clients engaged with your service and brand. Let customers schedule and shop online and on the go 24/7. 82% of customers report increased retention after introducing a mobile app. Now, mobile apps are expensive. If you go out there and say, hey, I want you to build me a mobile app, someone's going to charge you $100K. That's what they're going to do. If you go to a mobile app company and you say, build me something, that's what they're going to charge you. So it's really important that when you're looking at software providers, that they offer this solution for you. We do. So with some extra, I don't remember the exact cost per month, but it's really in the range of about $100 a month or so. You will actually get a custom branded mobile app that you can give to your clients. They'll go onto Google Play or the Apple iTunes Store. They download it, and they could book classes online 24/7. They could buy, memberships. They can write reviews with the app. There's a rewards program built in. So it's super. The app, because it's always there. It's a reminder for them to come back to your studio. App is critical. MindBody also has an app. They're going to charge you $300 a month. I think it's $279 or something like that. So really, really important. So the app connects the clients to your brand. So this is what you're looking at, some screens of a custom mobile app that we did for one of our customers, 105F. This is one of the most successful yoga studios in Chicago. They have 3 locations. They do, I think each location does about $120K in revenue a month. So they're using our app. Phenomenal. They've seen a spike in retention just by implementing the app, and it's cost effective. It's for one membership. If you get one client paying for that, a membership at your studio, that's enough to pay for this app a month. So it's really amazing. Solution number 2, loyalty rewards program. So, the big word here is gamification, rewards program. It's a phenomenal way to keep clients engaged. And it's a retention tool. Like, think of it as like an optimal rewards program at Shoppers. How many of you guys shop at Shoppers? And you shop at Shoppers because of that rewards program, right? You want to get to the next level. You want to get something for free. You want to save money. So the clients are the same way. If you can create a rewards program for your studio, and it could be anything. It could be building a rewards program that says, if you come 3 times a week to my class, you'll get 100 points. If you come 4 times a week, that doubles to 200 points. So you can customize a rewards program. And it's not just based on attendance. It's based on purchases. So if you buy a certain item, a membership, you get X number of points. You can sell yoga mats or kettlebells, or if you're a boxing gym, you can sell boxing gloves. And you can incentivize each of those items separately. You can also incentivize customer reviews. Customer reviews are, super, super important. Anybody going online right now, the first thing that they're going to do, they're going to search up your business and they're going to start looking up customer reviews. How many reviews does it have? Does it have positive reviews? Is there any negative reviews? So what the rewards program can do is actually incentivize your customers to write positive reviews on, on social media and all of that. So, and again, you want to reward them for doing that. You want to give them points for writing reviews. So all of that, if you go to MindBody, they're going to direct you to a third-party add-on. It's called Perkville, and they're going to charge you $100 a month for a rewards program. We've built that right into Wellness Living. So with one login, with one monthly subscription, you're going to get a rewards program. So here's some stats that we've gathered. We have 4,000 businesses. Data is key to us. So 86% of businesses increase their revenue by adopting a rewards program. That's what we found across all of our businesses that have adopted a rewards program. 61% of customers prefer to shop at businesses with a rewards program. So if you don't have one, they're going to look for a company that does and shop with them. 55% of customers are more likely to refer their friends if they are rewarded. So again, with our rewards program, if a customer refers another customer to sign up on a membership, that customer will get reward points. 74% of businesses that offer a reward program see an increase in customer retention. That is a huge, huge number. Imagine that. 74% of them that do this, that have a rewards program, will see an increase in retention. Okay, how to run an effective loyalty program. Keep it simple for your clients. Offer obtainable and valuable prizes. Automate tracking and redemption. So all of this stuff, when you go and you set up your rewards program, you got to think about this. And we have templates that will help. That'll help you guys if you choose to go with us to set up a proper rewards program, because we just have a ton of data points. We know what works, what doesn't work. There's also redeemable prizes. So you can set up discounts for your memberships. You can have 15% off your membership. If you refer somebody, or a free month of classes, or whatever you want to do, you can do that with a rewards program. And the Achieve app, we call it the Achieve app. It's actually the client app, the custom branded app. That goes hand in hand. So when your customer's booking on their client app, they can get rewarded for booking online. They can get rewarded for writing reviews. They can get rewarded for purchasing things, and they can actually redeem right on the app. Okay, solution number 3, automate your marketing. A lot of times, everyone heard the talk from Bedros. Bedros is a phenomenal speaker, incredible wealth of knowledge. But one thing he did mention is, text your clients. And text your clients to contact them. It's amazing. That's what you want to do. But if you have 500 clients, if you have 600 clients, if you have 200 clients, how are you going to text there? You're going to text them 200 times, right? You're not going to do that. You need an automated tool to help you do that. So that's what you want to do. Connect with your customers and keep them engaged by sending them text messages. You need a software platform to enable you to send bulk text messages, bulk emails, bulk push notifications to directly to their iPhone or their Android device. So as your customer base grows, automating communications is necessary. That's what I'm talking about. So you cannot send an individual text message to your client. You're going to have to automate it if you want to scale. If you want to stay at the same size, you can do that. That's no problem. And 100%, we used to do that too when we were running our boot camps. Text your clients. Yeah, you want to stay connected. But again, if you want to scale, you want to get to the next level, you want to open up another location, you want to really do something like above and beyond, you got to come up with automations, you got to do that. So you need to look for a software platform that allows you to do this stuff. So again, you can send personalized content. So we have, MindBody's going to send you to a company called Constant Contact, which does mail delivery. They're going to charge you $100 a month. We have mail delivery built into the software platform. So for one, monthly fee, you can send out text messages and emails, and you can customize them. You can personalize them to your business. Really, really important that you do that, and you can get really creative with these. It's a full WYSIWYG editor, so you can go ahead and you can create a wonderful looking email template right within the software and send it out. So some email marketing tips. These are some, again, going back to some stats that we have a ton of data. So this is stuff that we found. So marketers who send emails on Tuesdays get the highest open rates. That's what you want. You want to send it, if you're going to send an email, the best time to send it is on Tuesday, because there's a higher chance that someone's going to open it. Monday, and if you think logically, Monday, they're coming back to work, things are really stressful. Tuesday, they're already in there, and there's some opportunity there for them to open up and read emails. 56 of brands using an emoji in their email subject line had a higher open rate than those that did not. So use emojis, and Bedros mentioned that too. Emojis are key because it kind of personalizes things for you. So definitely use your emojis. Segment your email list and send relevant content to those groups, otherwise you're at risk for a high unsubscribe rate. So again, what you want to do is really segment your list by groups. So we have some, in our software we call it client groups. So a lot of times if you have, you have male people attending your gym and you have females attending your gym, or it could be age groups, or it could be a variety of different things. So a lot of times, if you're sending an email that's about, muscle building, chances are you shouldn't go out to the kids that may be attending you want to segment that, or to moms who just want to lose weight. They shouldn't be getting those emails. So list segmentation is really, really important. So, and by using list segmentation, if you target those emails, there's 18 times more revenue than globally broadcasted ones. So if you just broadcast an email that's supposed to appease all your segments, it's not going to work. It's better to segment them out by interest, by age, by gender, and send out specific emails to those people. The mobile market, SMS and push notifications. So email is wonderful. But and I'm sure a lot of you know, and me too, a lot of times I just don't have time to check my email, right? I just get like hundreds of emails a day, and and my staff are always telling me, Len, did you get my email? And I'm like, I did get it, but I just haven't had a chance to open it. But text messages, I'm there, right? You guys are all there, and your clients are all there on their phone. So if you send them a text message, it's a lot more effective than sending them an email. So again, you want a software platform that has the capability of sending out text messages. And push notifications. So now the good thing about push notifications is that they're free. So text messages, there is a cost associated with sending each of those text messages. It is negligible, but there is still a cost. If you have 3,000 people in your subscribe list and you want to send them a text message, it's going to cost you $10 or whatever it is, but it's still a cost. With push notifications, it's free. So as long as they have the app, you can send them a push notification. It's completely free, and you can do that at any time. So 64% of people prefer text over voice for customer communications. So, people, it's just, this number is going up, by the way. It's 64% right now. In a couple months from now, that number is probably going to 65, and it keeps going up. People are communicating with text messages now even more than they are on their phone. So just voice communication. So 75% of millennials consider SMS appointment reminders to be effective. So another key thing is you want to automate these things. So a lot of times, you set up a personal training appointment or someone's booked into a class and they forget to come. their mind is preoccupied. They're running a whole bunch of different things. You want to have a software that sends them a notification automatically, right to their phone. Hey, you got a personal training session coming up. So, and people prefer that. So 75% of them prefer that. 77% of customers 18 to 34 perceive companies with text messaging capabilities more positively. It's another huge statistic. If you're sending text messaging or push notifications to your customers, they think that you're just on the cutting edge. You're there. You are there where they are on their phone, right? And if you're not, your competitors are doing that. So keep that in mind. So take your business to the next level. So what you're looking at here is a 105F. This is Mara. She's one of, seen the most growth one of the most growth with our software. She has 3 locations now in Chicago. One of the busiest yoga studios. They do, hot yoga, phenomenal class. I actually visited Mara every sort of month. I'm in a different city and I'm taking classes. I'm doing something on the CEO tour, and I'm not sure how many businesses I visited already, but it's a lot. Mara was one of them. She really stood out because just the level that she implemented our software and the level she was able to grow her business, leveraging the tools that are available to her. Phenomenal. So it's a real success story, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, machine learning, the future of churn prediction. So we're talking about retention. And we had this opportunity to work with the machine learning lab at York University. So there was a whole team of really, really bright people that helped develop an algorithm to predict churn. So really, really vital for you guys is to know which of those hundreds of customers you have are not going to return. And it's not so simple as, oh, this person didn't show up for 3 days, their membership next month, they may not continue. What they developed is utilizing thousands of data points. Things like how far away the client is from your studio, how old are they, their gender, how many. It's just thousands and thousands of data points, and that's why you need an AI, you need a machine learning algorithm to sort through all those data points and come up with patterns. So they did that. The research project took over a year. There was millions of dollars invested in this, and they did it. So they came up with this churn prediction model. There's an 85% accuracy rate for this churn prediction model, and we're the only software company in the world that has this. So we've leapfrogged MindBody. So it's a tremendous accomplishment for the team. So I just wanted to raise that. And that churn prediction model is something really recent. This is going to be something in the next 6 months. It's going to be in our software platform in a new dashboard, so you guys can actually keep track of which of your members are going to churn next month and reach out to them proactively. So we're offering a huge savings for you guys. Anybody who books a demo here, there's 50% off the professional plan. It's super, super affordable. And again, if it helps you to retain just one customer, it pays for itself. One customer. So I highly recommend you guys go out there, do a demo, test drive. If you're not using a software, you got to use the software. Like I'm telling you right now, software is inevitable. Now the software you choose, that's up to you. But you need software to run your business. So if you're on pen and paper, if you're using Excel and things like that, that's fine for now. But if you're thinking about scaling, you're thinking about growing your business, you're going to need automations, you're going to need this stuff. You're going to need software. It's just the bottom line. So I would go out there, take a demo, take advantage of this offer. I think you get a $50 gift card if you do as well. And test drive us, test drive MindBody. There's a few other competitors, Zen Planner, GlowFox. There's a bunch of them popping up now. So test drive them all and then make a decision. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the best decision that you make. If you're not on a software, you got to be on one, like I said. And if you're on MindBody, you owe it to yourself to give it a shot. Thanks, guys. So I guess I can open the floor for questions. Anybody have any questions, comments?
Just curious because I've looked at different softwares before, and I don't really operate in a class sort of fashion.
Right,
So it's more one-on-one sessions, things like that.
right.
So that was something that I found in the past working for other companies where we were essentially interviewing software packages, was that they were very class oriented.
Yes.
So what sort of things can you tell me that might be appealing to somebody who's doing more one-on-one stuff
Oh, yeah.
opposed to, let's say, a class-based?
100%. A question for you, are you mobile or do you have brick and mortar location?
I'm kind of a combination of the two.
Okay. So,
I do in-home, but I also have space that I
oh, okay. So the space is really easy. We have an appointment piece. We have a ton of personal trainers that just have a personal training studio. So if you can imagine, that's all they do. They don't do classes. They just do personal training studio. So our software has the capability of helping you out. Now, as far as the mobile end of it, where you're traveling to different locations, I don't think there's a software out there that can really address that problem. And I don't want to tell you that we can. It's something that we're thinking about implementing because we have a lot of mobile personal trainers that are interested in this as well. But it's really difficult because you could be, in Mississauga one day, and then, you have some availability for someone to book in Mississauga, but not in Toronto because of the duration and the distance there. So we don't have a software tool that can address. We don't have anything that can address that problem. But if you're running brick and mortar and you're doing personal training, yeah, you got to check this out.
So for brick and mortar personal training that we were just talking about, does it have to have the option that the clients book? Because, for example, for a lot of one-on-one, the coach is in charge of their schedule.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so we've accounted for that too. So you can kind of restrict booking for your client, or there's another feature of the software where it actually enables your clients to request an appointment, and the trainer has to approve it. So it's and that we automated that process as well. So basically the trainer will get a text message saying, oh, you have a client requesting on this date, this date, this date, and there's a link. Do you accept? Boom, they click the link.
Tinder or Bumble, they have to
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Does it do any of the back-end operation stuff like track session count or balances in account?
Oh, yeah, that's our bread and butter right there. Yeah, so that's that.
Obviously, clients have access to where they are and how many sessions they've used.
Exactly, all of that. Yeah.
And the payment processing, does it go through you guys or does it go through the facility if you're brick and mortar?
Oh, so we don't actually do the payment processing. We've integrated with a company that does credit card processing. So in Canada, I think someone has to correct me, it's Nuvei. Yeah. So Avital is actually one of our onboarding agents, so she's great.
Goes and purchases a package.
Yep.
Facility, they would do the payment at that point.
Yeah, they could, right through the app, they can make the payment.
The account is set up with the business so that then the money would get deposited.
The money gets deposited directly to your account, and we have next day funding as well, so they'll get the money and
Competitive fees and all that fun stuff.
we'll destroy the fees that MindBody, if you're on MindBody, are absolutely demolished. And what you do is you basically send us your statement that you get from your current processor. If you're processing payments now, we send that over to our processor. They do a side-by-side rate comparison, and they'll actually show you how much you're going to save a month. And then, yeah.
And is your processing company affiliated to a bank? Because, for example, for our business, we work with TD Canada Trust.
Right.
What is this company?
They were called Pivotal Payments. They recently renamed themselves to Nuvei. They're actually out in Montreal. I went and visited their offices. And so, yeah, you'll get, like, the whole thing is, it's all seamless for you guys. You just sign an agreement with them. We do all the setup for you. So when someone uses their credit card, the next day your bank will get the money. You'll get the money.
So when you process payment, is there like an agreement that the person signs?
Oh, yeah.
So I can input my own contract with it?
100%. And not only that, but we have digital signatures. So what you could do is you have your custom agreement, your membership agreement, you put that into the software, and basically they can use their app, or if you want to use the app, or we integrate actually with digital pen signatures, just like you see in gyms and things like that, where they sign away. And they could do that on their iPhone, they could do it on a tablet, and they could just, initial with their finger, and boom, you just sign the contract.
Signing our contracts on the mobile platform.
Yes. Yeah. Does that answer? Cool.
You use the term churn.
Yeah.
Is that a new term, or is this an acronym?
Yeah. No, that's interesting. So, where did I don't know where that term came from. We use it because we're called a SaaS company, software as a service. And just like you guys, when you have members, our members are our customers. So all you guys are our customers. So we actually measure churn, or how many customers we lose. So the same way that you would measure how many customers you would. So it's a very similar sort of business model, and a lot of that terminology is very, like in the investment space, in where we play. It's a very common thing, especially when you're dealing with reoccurring revenue or memberships and things like that. So if you just think of it another way as client retention, same thing.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, it was new for me too. When I got into this business, I'm like, churn, what the hell is churn, right? Yeah, but there's something called lifetime value too, so LTV, and then there's LTV CAC ratio, and that's how much does it cost to acquire a customer, which is really important for you guys too. Same way it's important for us. So there's a lot of synchronicities between what you guys do and what we do as a software company. And all of those sort of metrics, we're building out a dashboard so you can actually keep track of all of those metrics that are vital to your business.
How long does it take to get it set up? Like from start to finish, should we go on?
Avatar, how long typically?
Depends where you're coming from. Try to keep it.
Geographically or business?
Like if you're transitioning from a different software,
Okay.
you have to learn the system, and if you're a fast learner, it takes you less time.
Approximate though, to get it and to get the content as well.
A week to two. Yeah, but we try to make it as smooth as possible. Like my team, onboarding, you have one person that helps you get set up. That is your contact point. And you send your emails to your calls and to work with them to get your team set up.
And then obviously ongoing customer service.
Yeah, so we have right now, currently we have Avatar, I think it's 11 people in onboarding. Yeah, so we have 11 folks who are in onboarding, and a lot of them are really, really super knowledgeable, just like Avatar is a personal trainer and yoga instructor, and so she's really familiar with the operations of businesses, and a lot of our onboarding specialists have that similar experience, so awesome.
What are a few examples of businesses and gyms in Toronto that you've had a lot of success with? Top three.
Top three, honestly, I'm kind of out of the loop in Toronto. I'm kind of about 90, yeah.
Bang Fitness, Jeff was
Yeah.
There's also I boarded Bang Fitness for functional Pilates. There's a ton of
What's the boxing one that I went to visit? Do you remember it? No, downtown Toronto. Downtown Toronto. Yeah, this was the long-standing boxing suit. Really, we just did I'm really bad with name. Everything's kind of a blur now because I'm visiting so many of them, and it's kind of bad.
You do a lot of US.
Yeah, it's a 90% of our businesses, of those 4,000 that you see, are in the States.
Supreme Yoga, Great Owl, My Body Studio, Very Vancouver. There's so many.
Yeah, we can give you a list after, and you can shoot over an email, and then yeah. And just on that topic, about 35% of the new businesses that we do sign up come from referrals. So that's, we're not MindBody. We don't have, a $24 million budget to spend. So we like to focus our attention on number one, the product, and number two, the customer service. Marketing takes care of itself because we just get referrals. And we just started doing shows like this, so.
There's also, you guys know Hourglass Workout. The location in Brampton uses the software.
Cool. Any other questions? Don't be afraid, guys. Like this is, yeah, it's.
When the sessions are booked, do the clients or if it's for clinic patients, do they have to sign in or is it automatically charged? How does that work?
There's the check-in process. It's really up to you guys. There's there's a whole bunch of ways that can happen. It can happen on their app. They can hit check-in on their app. They could go into the studio. We have key tags. They can scan in their key tag. They get automatically checked in. You can get the instructor to actually view a roster or attendance list and check clients in like that. So there's a variety of different approaches, and it's really how a lot of flexibility there, how you guys want to do it.
Are you talking if they get charged right away if you accept them?
That's right. For example, there's some softwares that if their name is in the schedule, they just automatically get the charge.
Oh yeah, they get charged. If they book it, one session gets deducted. Yeah, it books
They
it.
don't have to waste time.
No. And the credit card information saved as well. So it's not like they have to keep re-entering their credit card information. They enter it once, it's saved in their profile, then anything that they buy gets automatically put. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
With that, like, when they book in, obviously they're the ones setting the session date. You accept it, yes, I can see you at 10 o'clock, whatever. Is there a notification later on, like if you set up an automated email or text that I'm saying, such and such, John A, you've used up one of your sessions?
Yeah.
Is there something like that?
Oh yeah, there's something like that. Even when they're running out of sessions,
Yeah.
so if you're running too few, you can send them an email. Hey, you're running out of sessions. Buy another package. If their credit card is expiring, your credit card is expiring next month. They get an automated message. So all that, yeah, that's all in there. Professional plan on our website, it's $199 a month, but you guys get 50% off. $100 a month. Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah, no, but how does it, yeah.
No, you know what? To be really frank with you, when we launched in 2015, we had an offer like that, 99, and we haven't increased our prices. Like till this day, we have not increased our prices. That's not to say in the future we might. But it's not going to be like a mind-body increase where we just double, triple your money. So you're going to be paying $300 a month. It's going to be inflation. There's costs and things.
So your price basically is continuous as long as you're using your software.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just, okay, monthly.
Yeah, there may be an incremental increase in the future. I don't want to, tell you guys no.
And in terms of customer support, because I know some companies, for example, the managers would contact for help, and it may take a day, half a day.
Yeah.
Like, is it immediate?
Yeah, we have phone support. You can go. There's about, I don't know, close to 1,000 articles now of how to use the software. So we have a whole team of 6 people. All they do is write how to use the software. And then we have, I don't know how many team members we have as far as support goes, but it's a lot. I don't know, probably like maybe 60 people that are running support. So, yeah.
And they're not all in Ukraine, right?
No. Yeah. So you.
Don't say,
Those are our developers. So we keep all the customer-facing stuff in our office. We do have offices in Pakistan that do our customer support, but it's our offices. These are not contractors. These are all employees, and also in the Philippines. And but you're talking to them. You won't know the difference. They're all trained. They're all just great people, and it's yeah, 100. We treat this whole thing like a family. And we want to get away like from everything Mind Body is and do the exact opposite. Mind Body treated you like a customer, treated you like a number. We treat you like a family member. So that it's a completely different mindset, and we treat all our staff like that too. So
That was great.
yeah. Any other questions there? So I guess we'll we'll wrap it up. Thanks a lot, guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you.